This is so dusty. I have such a visceral hate for streaming services right now. Another video. Uh-oh. Let me say an example. I don't care what anybody says. I'm a big fan of Steven's Universe. I always thought I might be bad. I think it's a great show. And in the background, or just for like comfort, I was watching Steven's Universe on HBO. HBO, you are.
I actually do cuss a little.
Because why did they take it off? In the middle of me watching it, I have no idea what episode I was on. And I just kept thinking to myself, like, all the pieces were adding up in my head. I was like, their prices are going up. I'm getting ads where ads never existed before. And then they're just like completely vanishing the TV shows that they created off the face of the platform. Technically, you can still get it other places, but that's not the point. So, you know, if anybody wants to buy me these up here, go ahead and, you know, reach out.
Do you need some money?
And that all being said, I have a pretty decent DVD collection right now, DVD, CD, and manga collection, but I'm going to break all those up into separate videos. This is a 10 out of 10 series for me. I think most people can agree on that. Every single time that I rewatch this series, it's at a different point in my life, obviously. And it's so nice to go from the perspective of seeing these kids as older than me, because I'm watching it as a 7-year-old, to watching it when I'm 15, so I'm the same age as them. Now I'm ancient. Next, we have Everything Everywhere All at Once. I don't care what anyone says. I love this movie. I walked out of the theater. No, actually, I was in that theater and I was like, am I gonna clap? I have the complete collection of Psych. I love the show. And I got it for Christmas. And I think I mentioned that in another video if you guys want to go check that out. My only complaint with this one is this is not gonna stay in the case. It's 32 disc, and the way it's set up in here is so inconvenient that I think I'm just gonna buy, what is it, like a CD holder or whatever? If anybody wants to give me some funds for that.
Bless me with something.
Oh, gosh.
Money-wise. Please.
Can you suck it?
What?
I went into this movie kind of slightly judgmental and being like, it's gonna be some sort of mediocre, like, overly sexualized, you know, 90s movie. It is a bit of that, but I also just think the screenplay is really cool. I think the twists that happen, it's just, it's a great time, and I would recommend. One of the best rom-coms ever.
I hate the way you talk to me and the way you cut your hair.
This movie right here, and like one other, I think, Stepford Wives, perfectly, and I say perfectly, encapsulates Gen Z humor. I swear to God. This is one of the funniest movies I've ever seen, and I just think other generations don't appreciate it the way Gen Z would if they tuned in, if they locked in.
Hello?
Okay, maybe in my heart of hearts, I am a 40-year-old white woman, but another buy because I was just at my job and I got off and I was like, let me just go peruse the DVD collection. The only thing I know about La La Land is the whole Grammys, Oscars, scandal. And a lot of people love to write and create video essays on this movie. Who knows, maybe it'll be a hit. I actually might watch this today. Let me put this aside. I just got this because I thought it looked cool. I don't know anything about Final Fantasy. Is it like Genshin Impact? I had a roommate that was really into that. Okay, you guys are gonna see a theme in this video, but I love like really early 2000s, 90s sort of like sci-fi action movies. But I have not fully seen this yet, but when I heard it's like a semi ripoff of Dune, I was like, I gotta tune in for this. And it just looks so ridiculous from the clips that I've seen. I'm really excited for this. Chicago! The only thing I know about this is my high school did this production, and it was a lot. I will say, it was a lot for our high school, but I had a great time, and I know some of the songs from Glee, so. Kill Bill 1 and 2, not because I have any real intention of actually watching this. Like, I got these when I was really into my room and decorating and stuff, and I was just gonna use the cutouts and the DVDs as decor. Now, people just love Tarantino. I've only seen a couple of his movies, and I just wasn't really feeling it exactly, but you know, maybe I will take a chance and go ahead and just watch these. This is one of the best movies ever. If you haven't, I hope this is the English version. I have some childhood bangers in here. I need like a $500 million budget remake of this movie. That's what I need. Look, I saw this movie and I wasn't like, oh my god, this is the best movie ever! But I thought this case was cool, and it is like a really important film, I guess, in life. I think there's a really good chance that I'm gonna watch this as an adult and be like, this is ass. But as a kid, I was really into this, and I thought this concept was so freaking cool. Oh my god, I just unlocked a childhood memory. There was like a 70s, like really weird cartoon version. Not cartoon, but like there was a TV show kind of based off this. Insert footage if I find this, or I'm just gonna cut it out if I can't. Okay, this film was not the best, but I'm really into Southern Gothic right now. Like, I'm really into that aesthetic. And I want to collect as many DVDs from that sort of subgenre as I can. If I made a monument with the best Christmas movies, who would be mad if this was at the top? Would you? The cover is kind of boring, but these are really good movies for Halloween, and I'm a big Halloween person. It's my favorite season.
Happy Halloween.
I'm hesitant about this because I don't think I loved this the first time I watched it as a kid. But I think the vibes of this might actually be better now that I'm older. I think I might actually appreciate this a little bit more. We're gonna see. Don't act like you've never been 14, 15, 16 before. Bitch, I have the book somewhere. And y'all know how I don't read that often. And America isn't a literacy crisis. I shouldn't admit to that. They need to do some sort of Tumblr pop-up museum experience, and this needs to be the ticket. Y'all don't know nothing about this.
Okay, well, you should sue McDonald's because they fucked you up.
This is just he. This is one of the most depressing and saddest movies I've... Another Film Bro movie that I'm not sure I recall, like, the whole plot that well. I got dust and everywhere. Got that spooky wooky 2000s movie vibe to it. Sign me up. I think my mom thought she was getting me the original Scream movie, even though there's a big 4 right there. It was cool, you know. Thanks for the gift. Again, y'all don't know nothing about this. Nothing. Let me just say, a little rough. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, but for the things that it was up against, I think it's still pretty good. There are some moments that I think it is better than Avatar: The Last Airbender. Some moments, some. Unfortunately, I just rewatched this. I used to think that this was a 10 out of 10 movie. It was solid, but it did not stand the test of time for me. I've always been a big comic book fan. The greatest romance ever.
Oh, baby, you're so weird. Get out of here.
Damn, these are dusty. I might catch some heat for this, but I think that this might be the best one. This is the best one. This is the most iconic one. These are movies that need to send this to space.
The fanfare and the excitement.
It's not even, I hate even saying bad movies because I think that these movies are genuinely good. I just think that, like, people are wrong. I'm being so serious when I say I could probably recite this whole movie blindfolded. How long do you think it takes me before I meet someone and start quoting Glee to them? 5 minutes. I want you to answer that in the comments. People talk about, oh, Marvel this, Marvel this was Marvel's peak. I remember when this movie came out, or when it was like playing on repeat on like TV or whatever, and my mom was like, do not watch that. All the time, it's just, from what I can tell, like, it's just a little like, she just a teen mom. That's it. Nothing crazy. I might as well do a double feature. 2 of the most overrated, and then we have one of the best movies. I was a weird kid. Beyonce! I'm not sure. A hood classic.
Oh, fun and great.
Underrated. I was at Goodwill like a week after Liam Payne died, and I was like, man, it's a cold world we live in. This time I'm paying my respects. On a scale of 1 to 10, how mad would you guys be if I started singing right now? To be a white America. I remember my dad putting me onto this as a young kid And I was just like, movies just aren't hitting as they used to. Dude, she's aura farming. I hope that this is good. I've tried to watch this several times and I don't know, I can't really get into it. There are like 10, 15 movies that have made me like viscerally sob. This is up there. But it also was kind of motivating because I was like, I need to get in the gym. I'm trying to restart my Scooby-Doo collection because I used to have all of them. Did I? Hey, I'm Italian. I'm in the mob. I just started season 1. I get why you hoes love it. I get it. Now we got the Criterion collection.
I love movies. I basically feel like I'm at church.
If you're watching this and you know me, you should not be surprised that I spent this money on DVDs. Okay, if it helps, I think I started my collection in like 2022. But does it negate the fact that I paid like $20, $50 for these each? It's up for debate. Y tu mamá también.
Si alguien dice otra cosa, les voy a pegar en la boca.
What the fuck? Yeah, I watched Challengers and I just went, I have not seen this yet, but I'm really excited. I've heard that this is a really important film and it's really good, so I'm really excited. I've said it once and I've said it before. The French and The Courtroom has never been more interesting. I mean, it's Spike Lee, babe. I love these movies. They're such an important part of Black culture and Black history. There's very few of these movies that get the actual critical acclaim that they deserve, and so yeah, I'm really happy that I got this. Again, with the theme of I'm really obsessed with Southern Gothic right now, specifically if we can have Black Southern Gothic. I mean, everyone pretty much agrees that this movie is great. I don't often buy movies like I've never even seen. I think out of the whole collection there's been maybe like 5 total, but for some reason I said, let me take a chance. Let me see if this is good. I haven't watched it yet, but I've heard people say this is one of the best movies ever. And I think, is this Bong Joon-ho? Bong Joon-ho. I love The Host. I love Parasite. I haven't seen his other films yet, but I'm hoping that this hits as well. I love this movie. I mean, plain and simply, I think it's really fun. It, like, perfectly blends the fun with also, like, wow, you can actually have some pretty good conversations about this. Yeah, if you haven't checked it out, go watch it. I haven't seen this yet. I would say there's like a 40 to 60% chance I actually might not like this, but I thought the vibes, the aesthetic, everything was looking really good. And I should also mention the time when I was buying most of these, me had some disposable income. I wasn't worried about my tuition bill. But I will talk about this when my actual like movie review drops. But unfortunately, I was not the biggest fan of this. Sorry. But I will say, it is nice that artsy with film cameras still exist. So, like I said before, I do not like to take risk with DVDs, especially when I'm paying like $20 for them. I love this. I also only really got it because Spike Lee was talking about it, and it really reflects the current day, and it's really eerie, and I'll kind of talk about it more in the future, but this is good. It's really good. Alright, that was all of my DVDs. I hope you guys enjoyed. Part 2, I'm going to do my CD collection, and part 3, I might just do that for my manga/books. But yeah, this was just a quick, fun video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and see you guys next time. You just feel it.